So today's Cook With Me, I thought instead of just like making one thing, I would show you a bit of prep that I'm also doing. So I've got some eggs that are hard boiled. I'm going to peel those for the week. And then I've got a vegetable soup. It's actually 0 points, made with veggie broth, and it's just like, it has all of the things in it that are actually 0 points for my husband and I. And so that is, I've got beans, I've got some sweet potatoes, a bunch of different types of veggies, and some seasonings. And so that's all going to be 0 points. And so what we're going to try to do is just have a soup that we can enjoy right now because it's cold, and we'd like to preload some of our vegetables before our meals. And so that means we'll just have a small, a little 1 cup of soup or something before we eat our actual meal, and that gives us our veggie point back, but it also helps to fill us up on some fiber before we have some of the more dense things. And then of course I have my whole wheat pasta here that I'm going to put away and just be using for different pasta primaveras throughout the week. Inside this oven here I have sweet potatoes. I like the white sweet potatoes because they're more dry. I like the texture. So we're going to have those ready for this week as well. Just some different ideas of things that I like to have on hand to mix with either the pasta primavera or maybe a rice dish. And that's, I've got salmon, this is already cooked. This John Soul's Food makes excellent meats. And their beef fajitas and their chicken fajitas are amazing. Just to cut up 2 or 3 ounces and then stick them in, a little stir fry with the whole wheat noodles or some brown rice or even white rice and a ton of veggies. And then I like these little turkey breasts that you buy at the store, and just kind of cube them up and throw them in something so that you get your portion of protein. And so that's just, that's a really quick way. I do have to cook the salmon, but I can do that all at once and just have these things ready and pull them out and put them together throughout the week. Hey everybody, good morning. It is Wednesday, and that means it's time for a Weigh-In Wednesday video. Okay, so I'm going to have hubby's video right after mine so that you can hear from him too, because he had to go off to work. All right, so for this week, I did not want to get on the scale this morning. This was one of those mornings I couldn't move my ring on my finger, and I just felt so bloated just laying there, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to be so full of water today. I am so full of water. I don't want to get on the scale because I don't want to see it go up. But it's Weigh-In Wednesday, so I had to do it. So it is what it is. It's just data. You need the data so you can make informed decisions to go forward. Okay, so I got on the scale and it went down 0.2. So I was really happy with that. I was so happy about that, because even though it's a very little change, it's 0.2, I kind of feel like there's more of a loss, but it's hidden behind a water gain today. And maybe it'll show up next time, just like it did last week. I went down 2.2 last week, and then the week prior to that, I was up because of water weight. So I'm happy that it's down, even 0.2. I think there's more. We'll find out next week, what was really hiding today. But anyway, I'm happy. I always thought I was going to lose my, the last bit in ounces. And when it's more than that, I'm just so happy about that. So that's great. At least it's moving down. So let me ask myself the question, what did you do this week that you think contributed to the number on the scale? And that would have to be staying on point, right? Staying cat on point. So it's like, except the one day that I was outside of my blue dot, because I used quite a bit of my weeklies, it was date night Friday, and we went to a buffet. And I thought I did pretty well, but I really was very honest in counting everything. And it did take me out of that blue dot zone. So that was the only day. Other than that, I stayed on board. I've been up on my water. I've been trying to get sleep. I could always get more sleep. Water, I have found, is a struggle if I'm not really consciously pushing and getting it in. And so that's something that is always one of my 2 main focus of the day. I always have a couple of main focus. And today it's water and to be point conscious and to stay on the right number of calories and the right foods. And so that's where my mind is going to be today. Something that has inspired me this week would have to be somebody that I heard. Let me see if I can get it right. It was a coach, and I don't remember who it was. I listened to a lot of different people through the week to help me keep in the right mindset and to keep me motivated to keep going. My word of the year is patient, and I think in order to be patient with that, I need to stay motivated as possible so that I don't want to give up or try something else or anything like that. I want to stay the course. Okay, so what I heard was this person said, discipline, people really get bent off on the word discipline, that, this week I'm going to be disciplined, and I'm going to discipline myself every time I come upon a meal, and I'm going to make the right decisions. And that's all well and good, but for some people that poses a really big challenge. And what this person suggested was, instead of focusing on discipline, because honestly, discipline is kind of a label. It's almost a byproduct of the actions that you choose, right? And then what those actions become is the discipline, the training, so to speak, of what you're doing. So instead of focusing on, I'm going to be disciplined, focus on systematic preparation. And I thought that was a really neat term, systematic preparation. So what this person meant was, instead of saying, oh, I'm going to make the right choice at every meal, which is essentially important, this person said, if you prepare, however that is, beforehand, the more you prepare for those meals, whether or not you're somebody who can get them all done at once, or you can get maybe the ingredients cooked and chopped beforehand and then you put it together later, or you prepare in some way, what you're doing is you're removing, let's just say you have 21 meals for the week, you're removing 21 instances where you have to come face to face and make those heavy decisions where you're going to say, oh, can I make the right choice? What else can I eat? What else is prepared? I'm hungry now. I can't deal with it because something's going wrong today, so I'm just going to grab anything. No, you are prepared. You've removed those situations that might cause stress, and your success is already imminent because you have prepared in advance for that. So systematic preparation is very important. And what happens is you can look at all that later and say, yes, I was disciplined. I was disciplined to prepare. And for people, I've been a person that I do not like to make a whole week's worth of meals in advance because I like things to be fresh. Sometimes I get, a little creative and I want to change something up, things like that. But the kind of preparer that I am is I can prepare sweet potatoes, my rice, my oats, all the things that take a long time to cook, the starches or something, I can prepare those the week in advance or along the way, and I'll do bulk cooking in batches, or maybe salads, maybe just kind of like steam a whole bunch of veggies at one time, stick them in the fridge and add them to the meals. They actually, since they're steamed, I'll cook them al dente so they'll last a little longer, and then they don't take as long to cook in the meal because they're already steamed. So that helps. Maybe cutting up the salad beforehand. Maybe if you don't want to cut up the salad beforehand, maybe you'll do like what I did this week is I have romaine lettuce that I cut up beforehand because I love Caesar salads, but I also buy bags of prepared salad from Sam's Club. I go to Sam's Club, and I just, nowadays I try to remove the dressing from those because that's really high in sugar and a bunch of gums and things like that. And I'll either make my own or I'll use a light one. But the salad's already prepared, so I don't have to cut it up, right? And so whatever you can do, even if it's like, partially prepared, like the salads, whatever you can do to prepare beforehand, that saves you the stress of having to figure it out later. And so that thought, just that whole thought process of preparing systematically beforehand really stuck with me. And I thought, that it really gave me a lot of fire to prepare. So I thought I'd pass that on to you and wait for my hubby because he's going to give you his weigh-in.
Well,
All right, it is weigh-in Wednesday, and I'm going to add, hubby needs to go to work, so I'm going to grab him before he goes. He just got done working out this morning, and he did a weigh-in. How did it go?
I went down 0.8 pounds.
You're down at 0.8. Awesome. All right. I have a couple of questions to ask you.
All right.
Real quick. Did you feel like you were going to be up or down this week before you weighed?
I thought it was going to be up.
Because?
Well, just the way I felt, and I get on the scale on occasion, so.
I think he weighs every day.
Not every day.
No.
No, like twice a day. No. I like to keep track of what's going on, so I look once in a while, and it's usually at night.
All right. That being said, what do you feel that you did this week that contributed to your weight loss?
I kept a point or two in the tank each night.
So you had one or two left over at the end of the day.
1 or 2 leftovers, yeah.
Points. So
Yeah.
Do you think it was hard to stay within the points this week?
Not at all. Well, no.
Okay.
No, kinda, yeah.
What do you think of your meals this week? Not talking about the buffet
Here's
night.
the deal.
That one was
Okay,
fabulous.
right, no, yeah, right. Not counting the buffet, which was last week. By the way.
Right.
I ended almost every meal thinking I should have something else. I'm still a little hungry. Gave myself a couple minutes and found out that I was satiated. I was satisfied. However, if I did grab another couple points of something after a meal, I felt too full after those few minutes.
So you
Did
found
that make
waiting.
sense? You get
Yeah,
that?
waiting is probably the best option.
Wait, chill out, give it a couple minutes. I
Do
mean, more than
something
10
else.
minutes, really. I couldn't tell you how many. It's just all of a sudden I realized that I was full and everything was fine. A few times I didn't do that. I went ahead and ate something more, maybe a couple eggs.
And you found it was too much. How about your water? How did you do any water this
Been
week?
killing it on the water.
got
You're
your-
supposed to do 64 to get a point.
I think you've done that every day.
Not
this
every
week.
day, but almost.
Almost.
Yeah, so the easiest thing for me to do is hit 32 ounces before I leave for work, and I'm almost there right now. So
Oh, that's a good idea.
I got another couple swallows.
First
That's
thing in the
halfway.
morning.
That's
Yeah.
halfway there.
Okay, what about sleep? Do you feel you've gotten like 7 hours or?
No.
But
Five and 6
Ooh.
hours, that's the best I could do.
Really? Oh, because you get up so early. Well, time to pay attention to that, right?
Yeah, I wish.
How about your mindset?
Positive.
Positive. Okay. Moving forward. Patient. Do you feel you're being patient?
I am being patient until I'm not.
We're sharing the word patient for this year so we can stay on track. All right. Thanks, honey. And congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday and a wonderful week. And I will check in with you soon, probably with another recipe. And I am starting to put up some other videos on our other channel, which is Sweetwater Place. It's going to be linked in the description box if you want to check that out. That'd be great to see you over there. It's more of a what's going on in our family and what's going on in day-to-day stuff and hangouts and stuff like that. But also what I wanted to tell you is I noticed there's a large portion of people who come here and they keep coming back, but they don't remember to subscribe. And I would just love it if you would subscribe and hit the notification bell so that we can check in constantly and you don't miss a video. That'd be great. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Love you guys a lot. Thanks for tuning in.